I love the iPhone 16 and I've been using it since launch. I've got a lot to share with you guys about my experience of using the base iPhone 16, and I kind of want to answer the question, should you wait for the iPhone 17 or just pick this up because this is the current iPhone that's out on the market and is quote unquote the best iPhone? Not talking about the Pro models, just like general. It's the 16 lineup. It's the best lineup we have right now. But before I do get right into it, I'd really appreciate it if you guys took a moment to subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, as we're getting closer and closer each and every day to our channel goal of 60,000 subscribers. That's our goal to get to by the end of 2025, and right now we're around 47.5, 47.6K subscribers, so it really does go a long way, and it really does mean so much for me, and it gets me to make more videos, gives me the opportunity to check out more new products and tech and share my experience with all of you guys. But anyway, let's get right into it, starting things off with design. I love this, and I especially love the color. Like, I went ahead and picked up this ultramarine. I could have picked up just like the regular colors, but I went ahead and picked up ultramarine because I really do like how this color is. Just stands out. I think it's one of the better blues that Apple has come out in the past couple years. But this display though, it's a 6.1-inch display, and honestly, I feel like a lot of brands and companies, they're kind of marketing this, not Apple, but other companies, they're kind of seeing the 6.1-inch, 6.2, and 6.3-inch display size phones as compact, even though it's really not. I mean, yes, it's easier to use than the Pro Max model, but it's definitely not compact by any means. You want compact, you go iPhone 13 mini. But the display quality itself has been awesome, gets 2000 nits of peak brightness, so even when you're outside, outdoors, you're not going to have any issues whatsoever. Now, 60 hertz refresh rate. I've gotten used to it. Even though I do use the 16 Pro as well, and switching back and forth, I see the difference, and it does kind of aggravate me sometimes. I have gotten used to it, and it is dated. It's dated in 2025. You're paying $800 for this, and you've got other devices that are like $500, $600 that have 120 hertz. There are devices that are $200, $300. There's a Nothing CMF Phone Pro 2 that has a 120 hertz AMOLED display. Like, that phone is like $280, and it has an AMOLED display, or AMOLED and a 120 hertz display. So it does, you know, I think Apple could have thrown it in the iPhone 16, but I guess they're saving it for the iPhone 17. But anyway, let's move on from the whole 60 hertz and 120 hertz dilemma. The camera control button, you know, it's cool, but again, I've turned it off. I don't use it. It actually has, you know, been getting pretty annoying, and I feel like it's a gimmick, at least for me. Others may use it, others may not, but for me, I don't use it because it just hasn't really been a huge difference. Like, it didn't really make me using my camera more, or it didn't, you know, make it, you know, the use any easier or better in a way. So like, I just turned it off. I kind of wish it wasn't there. I don't know. You don't need to add extra buttons or anything like that, or haptic buttons, whatever it is. Just, I would personally remove it, but again, that's just me. The aluminum frame and IP68 rating have held up beautifully, and I don't really have any wear on my iPhone 16. I've been using a case right here. This one is from Banks, and it does represent me beautifully because, you know, Istanbul, it's the only city in the world that sits on two continents, but, you know, it's a city in Turkey, which I am from, so this really does resonate with me. Now, the dual speakers on the iPhone 16 are also really good, so if you care about, you know, having good speakers, the iPhone 16 won't let you down. But overall, I mean, it's an iPhone design. You're not going to have any huge differences with the iPhone 16 design. Yes, you're having a vertical camera set up now when compared to the iPhone 15 and 14 and even 13. I don't know, I like it. I really like how it looks. And this matte finish too, by the way, absolutely beautiful. Then again, though, if you throw on a case, you're not going to really get to make too much use from it. But it has aged very well and just feels really premium to hold and light to hold in the hand as well. Now, the software and the performance, this is where it's let me down. I'll put it this way. The performance has been good. Like, it's fast and it gets the job done. but there are so many software bugs with iOS 18 and it just aggravates me. Like it gets to a point where I have to just put the phone down like this, take a deep breath, and just wait, because here's what happens. It just sometimes freezes for no reason. And I don't know why it does that, but sometimes I will literally have to kind of just like turn off the phone like this and turn it back on, and then it'll start working again. And sometimes it'll just kind of turn off on its own. I have no idea why. My iPhone 16 Pro does that too, which is really weird. But the problem is I've had this problem with my 15 Pro Max as well. So it's been with past generation devices too. So it's like Apple still didn't fix this specific problem. I don't know what it is, and I've been up to date with my software updates and all that stuff. I don't know what it is, but it's kind of getting really annoying. Aside from that though, the A18 chipset, 8 gigs of RAM, it still performs really well, like multitasking and heavy intensive apps. It still performs very well. Granted, as you can see right here, I use it mainly for social media work, for my business, for Instagram, YouTube, Threads, TikTok, for iMovie, CapCut, ChatGPT, all that stuff, Flip. And it's really become my YouTube, my social media, my MTG business phone in a way. Like, I'm using this strictly for making content, but I have, tried a couple games here and there, and they perform just fine. No problems, no issues whatsoever. And using this for making content kind of goes to show you can use an iPhone 16 as like your content device to start making videos and photos, recording and shooting photos with the iPhone 16 camera, and then kind of coming here using CapCut to edit, or iMovie to edit and share them on Instagram and Threads and YouTube, whatever it is, or TikTok. Yeah, this is a perfect device to start making content. Oh, and one more thing, Apple Intelligence. Look, I think I got to make a separate video about just kind of ranting about Apple Intelligence, but it's not ready. Look, there's some features on there that are cool, and the only ones I've used are the cleanup features found in the Photo app. That's it. I don't use any other Apple Intelligence feature. And the whole revamped Siri and stuff, that's not even out. There's some more Apple Intelligence features that are yet to come out. This is not out in many other countries either. So for those who are outside the US that haven't received Apple Intelligence but have an iPhone 16 or a 16 Pro, whatever it is, and Apple kind of marketed these devices and it was built for Apple Intelligence, but it's not available, it just doesn't seem right. So I don't know. If it wasn't ready, Apple, you could have waited a year, you could have polished it, made sure it was 100% ready, and then released it. So Apple Intelligence, I think, was a huge kind of letdown this year with the iPhone 16 launch. I don't think it was a success at all. Maybe Apple should kind of take a step back with AI and go back to the drawing board and kind of revisit the whole AI thing, but that's just me. But let's move on to the cameras. A dual camera setup, I don't think you need much more. It has a 48 megapixel main camera. It's continuing to deliver fantastic results, especially with the Fusion technology boosting color and contrast. And low light performance, at least in my use, has held up very well. The 12 megapixel ultra wide is also great for whatever types of photos and videos you want to take and share. Video quality, again, is among the best if you ask me. It's got 4K, it's got stabilized recording, and for people like me who make content, it's going to serve them very well. So I've gotten months of updates, and throughout my use, the camera system still remains fast, still remains reliable and fun to use. And I think that is for a lot of iPhones. Even if you use an iPhone 13 that came out in 2021, I have a 13 mini, and I love the camera performance that I get on the iPhone 13 mini. So using these devices 3, 4, 5 years down the line, the camera performance is going to perform very, very well. That's going to bring me into the battery life. It's been good. The battery endurance has remained steady. I've been getting better battery life on the iPhone 16 than my iPhone 16 Pro. Easily getting a full day's worth, 6-ish hours of screen on time. And it does have decently fast charging. It's not like 45, 50 watts, 60 watts, anything like that, but it's decently fast. If you're a heavy user, you may want to consider at the end of the day to start charging. But if you're a light user, like you're not using your phone all the time, all day, every day, then you probably won't even need to charge it every single day. Maybe once every 2 days. You may need to put it on charge, but other than that, like I think you should be all set. Again, it all depends on your usage. The more you use it, the faster you're going to have to charge it. But I do like that MagSafe is present, at least with the iPhone 16s and the 16 Pro. Kind of wish it was on the 16e, but it's not. So yeah, I have MagSafe accessories like MagSafe Wallet, MagSafe portable chargers, power banks, and all that stuff. And yeah, this case also is MagSafe compatible. So yeah, this has been my main case for the iPhone 16. Links will be in the description down below. But let's visit the price about this, the price and the value. So I still think this is a good phone to buy, especially if you're not looking for the Pro features. This is 85% of what the iPhone 16 Pro has to offer. $799, it's aging gracefully, I'll put it that way. I think it's an excellent choice for those who want flagship level performance without getting into that Pro pricing territory, as trade-in offers and seasonal discounts start appearing before the iPhone 17 and even after the iPhone 17. Its value proposition is only going to improve, if you ask me. Now here's the thing, Apple doesn't straight up like bring discounts like $100, $200 off. You're probably gonna have to go through carrier stores. You may have to find this like Amazon Renewed, for example. You may have to find this like on Facebook Marketplace, whatever it may be, used, and get even a lower price or trade-in with your carrier store. Again, maybe when the iPhone 17 comes in, pick this up, it'll be like $100 cheaper, and then you can pick it up. I don't know, it all depends on you, but the $799 price is, it's expensive, but it's still a very good phone. You're getting a very good phone for $799. It's a strong contender, but the clock is ticking. So 8 months in, the iPhone 16, it remains a fantastic phone with a few compromises. Its performance, its camera, and battery life, if you ask me, are top tier for its price bracket. However, with iPhone 17 on the horizon and the potential design and display upgrades rumored, I think this is a great time to buy if you don't mind not having the latest. Otherwise, you may want to wait. Again, this ultimately does come down to you, but if you don't mind not having the latest and greatest, this is going to be a very, very good phone for you. But I hope you guys did enjoy this video. If you did, definitely be sure to Superman that like button, comment down below, and best of all, share this video because it really does help out the channel out a lot. It will help push my content out to more people. Definitely be sure to check out my latest wallpaper pack. It's called Color Blast. I'll be leaving links in the description down below. It really does go a long way in helping out the channel. But that's been it from me, and I'll catch you guys in the next video.